Hi, I'm Princess Riviana. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing Outlast Whistleblower. I am so sorry that I kind of stopped, in a weird place, but we're gonna continue now.
The smell of my love's arbor. Darling, can't hide from me. You make yourself a gift for me. A delicacy to be unwrapped and unwrapped again. Savored. Here we go.
Is he dragging the whole locker?
I've been a little vulgar. And I want to say I'm sorry. I just... You know how a man gets when he wants to know. But after the ceremony, I've made an honest woman of you. I promise I'll be a different man. I want a family, a legacy, to be the father I never had. I'll never let anything happen to our children. Not like... I know you must be just as eager as I am to consummate our love. But try to enjoy the anticipation. Here, darling. This will help you relax.
Where did you get that from? Also, I don't know if it's a documentation I've never found, or if it's I think they have little comic strips or comics in general. And Luskin has some trauma in his background. Which that line not hinted at.
Darling, I need you to try to bleed less. I know the fair sex often endure the same wounds with more suffering, but you really need to make an effort.
You're not a surgeon, my guy.
No, I'm so sorry, darling. Love isn't for everybody. Hold still now, darling. All these unsightly hairs. Oh, silky smooth, like a little girl again. Now the more delicate bits. No! No, don't!
That makes no sense. You just...
Oh, God. You've given up. You're ugly. You've given up. You're not even worth stringing up. Oh, God. Bleed, please. And
Dang. Well, it is going to be awful for anyone that ends up over here with him. Oh, guess it's our turn.
You have amazing bone structure. Such soft skin. You're going to be beautiful. A woman has to suffer some things. It's not pleasant, I know. But just try to endure. For my sake. For the sake of our children. It won't take long. A few snips of the flesh here and here. Cut away everything vulgar. A soft place to welcome my seed, to grow our family. The incision will hurt, and the conception. And birthing is never easy. I'll make the cut fast. Just close your eyes and think of your children.
Doesn't work that way. Haha. Kick his butt. Obviously, I don't want Eddie to win. Okay. Oh, he took my batteries, a jerk. But yes, to anyone wondering, that is the guy from the beginning that was like, hey, you can help me. That's him. Look what the machine did to him. It really effed him up. And as I've mentioned, he's got some trauma in his past. I'm not going to talk about it here, but you can always Google him up, Eddie Gliskin. I know I said this, but I do think of all of the villains from the first Outlast, he is my absolute favorite. He's tragic. He's an interesting boss. It's fun to flee from him, so I like him. Still intact. I'm here, Lisa. I'm still me. He tried to make me his bride. To cut me. Maybe I was wrong. Telling the world would only draw it here. Should this place just die and fester here? I won't tell the world if it means spreading the infection. Let it die alone. Let it rot. Yeah, but the problem is that, someone please tell me if I'm wrong, but will it really rot? Because if nobody knows, can't just like the higher-ups just find new people and start over? I just don't see it just ending like that. You are. Who he think he's talking to? But I know it ain't me. Is this the right way? I hope so. You know what? F you. Yeah, how you like that? I shut the door on you. And even though I shouldn't, I'm gonna do it again. Unless you're right behind me, then that was stupid. Alright, we just gonna go. Little glare there. Alright, let's go! Ooh. That poor leg. Shush. Wait, Hub, I don't want to go in there just yet. Okay, document, but hold on. No battery? Oh, that's fake. But we got a document. If I could pick it up. Let's see. Case number 196. Oh, here we go. So some stuff about him. Patient Eddie Gluskin. Consultation dated 2013, and that was the initial one as well. He is 46 years old. So the observing physician is Garrett Snow. Therapy status. Lucid dreaming figures remain as murky as ever. Luskin claims near constant control of his dream state, yet correspondence between his narrative and REM cycles. Highly arithmetic REM/NREM. Morphogenic engine activity is at 90 ppm. Diagnostics. Heavy bronchial accumulation. The rashes associated with hormone therapy have receded and vanished since we stopped using latex tubing. Interview notes. Gluskin remains a frustrating interview subject. He's still trying to tell us what he thinks we want to hear, while studiously avoiding certain elements of the truth. His childhood remains an obvious fiction. He's claiming to have grown up in Leave It to Beaver, despite a traumatically violent ongoing sexual experience that is a matter of public and medical record. When I confronted him with the photographs his father and uncle took, he responded with a mixture of laughter and anger, and restraints were issued. He similarly refuses to discuss his victims, both categorically and specifically. When I showed him pictures of the women, he would not admit that they were dead or mutilated. He is claiming advancement in the morphogenic engine program that he has not yet achieved, said that he could clearly hear the voice of the wall rider just by closing his eyes. Clearly he's still trying to curry the favor of his doctors. I won't speculate at all what he expects to gain by it. So there's a little bit. I'm not sure if his wiki gives any additional information, but I'm pretty sure that tells you what you need to know about Eddie. Hold on. Can I still kind of sprint? I wanted to see if there was anything over here before I went the other way, because I think the other way is the correct way. Huh. I think in the easier difficulty, there's supposed to be a battery there. I actually don't even know. Do we even get another battery on this difficulty? I guess I don't really need it, but would like it. Oh. Aha, battery. Ah, I was wrong. We got one. Yay. Why did I smack that open in a way that creeped me out? Oh, right here. Well, hello. Look at that. Dang. See the note. Bodies hanging like wet laundry, like skinned rabbits. Men mutilated, hunted, and murdered. The shortest distance between any 2 points separates violence and ruined lust. Whatever story he's telling himself, he's not making women to bear his children. He's making women to kill them. Lisa, I want you to burn this place and any evidence it ever existed to the ground. Destroy the Murkoff Corporation. Bury it in shame. Take away its money. Wipe it from history. This man thinks he's in love. He thinks the therapy made him better. Everything reeks of death and fear. Piss and coppery blood. Meat decomposing to game. Oh, it's awful. I am curious, though, with the background that Eddie has, why he started destroying women. I think we just need to keep going. Can you open this? Thank you. Jeez. Oh, poor Waylon. Dang, he is like real. Oh. I wasn't ready for that. Okay, so a strategy I've seen done that we're gonna try. Because it might make getting out of here. Did I push this the wrong way? Yes, I did. Okay. So make our life easier. I'm gonna open this real quick. We're going to do a little luring. When I first played this, I really struggled with this, trying to figure out, like, well, how am I going to get past him? So a strategy I have seen is you let him get, oh my gosh, not stuck, obviously. Let him get kind of close, because now that I'm in here, he's going to turn around. So hopefully I didn't do that too early. I think we got to go this way. I think we gotta get back through this room. So we gotta get back all the way to the end. And we can basically abuse our battery now. We still just want a little bit of it so we can at least see to get out of here. And here's where we use the key. Dang. Bro!
One more. I tried, and I tried. You all betrayed me.
Wonder why.
You can hang like the rest of them.
He really pushed you into here. Should say punched into here.
Heavier than you look. If this is you on the honeymoon, I hate to imagine our anniversary.
Okay, why don't you mind your business?
Hold still. God damn it, what are you? Oh, damn it, darling. No, you need to behave.
Worked out nicely. Well, for Waylon.
We could have been beautiful.
No, thank you. Guess you kind of got what you deserved. He's dead. The amateur surgeon, father-to-be husband, his guts shredded and pulled from his belly. I'm trying not to laugh. Oh God, Lisa, I swear to you I'm trying. I won't tell. It's called karma. Probably hurt was that, I'm not saying it's true, but I imagine most of the people he's put up there were probably already long gone. But not Waylon. I just realized I probably could just walked out that door. You know, I do this every time. Climb out of here and forget that I can just do that. Okay, so don't get stuck. Malword. But look how he basically became what he created. Well, I guess if that makes sense. Kept stringing people up, and now look at you. Strung up. I was gonna say, I think there's another note. A chapel on fire in the distance? I didn't even know we had a church. Where's God when you need him? There's somebody there.
Dead? You want to check his pulse? Let's just say he's dead.
Yeah. What kind of sick food is society? He even took it.
Hold on. Corporate cops, mercenaries, private military contractors, whatever they call them now. They're as helpless as the rest of us. Need to get out. Escape.
Damn pants.
Tell you one thing. I've seen more than enough dick and balls tonight to last me a lifetime.
And not all of them attached to a man. Let's wrap this up and get back to the truck.
Amen.
They literally don't know that Traeger dressed himself like that. And was crazy. I hope I'm gonna go in here just make sure there's no more documents. Oh, we can at least finish with a battery. Okay, document. Okay, from Helen Grant to this group. Subject, Rudolph Warnick, phase out. Dear sirs, the groundwork has been laid to ensure an uneventful egress for Rudolph Warnick from structural and financial systems at Mount Massive. His advanced age should alleviate any suspicions among contractors and employees, among whom he has been cheerfully nicknamed the Crypt Keeper, and legally speaking, he died years ago. I understand patients 14306-8 14279-1 and 14868-1 have already been scheduled for transit. We're all terribly excited at the obvious profit potential of the new project. My researchers have combed through Warnick's files and found no mention of the 3 lucid dreamers. I think we can safely assume Warnick was sufficiently distracted by the partial success of patient Billy Hope, along with his own infirmity, to be ignorant of the real discovery at hand. Even minimal exploitation of these resources is hard to overestimate. I only hope the new facility is sufficiently shielded to allow female staff, so I can see what comes with my own eyes. Respectfully, Helen Granite, Murkoff Legal Mitigation Department. So do you know that women were experiencing false pregnancies? And you want to see this too? Are you unaware that this was happening to women? Because if you get hired, you're probably going to be experiencing it too. Do we have one last chase or are we good? Yeah, I had to do that to get around that. Okay. I just had a feeling there'd be another one. Transfer authorization for the patients we just read. So they are going to Murkoff ARD, the Schneider facility? Caution. Level triple black security protocols, including chemical restraint, physical restraint, and separate adaptive hyperbaric chambers are to be used at all time in transit. Chemical stimulation is highly recommended for all personnel within 500 meters of the patients. Attempts at communication should be assumed to be hallucinations and disregarded. Facial disfigurement should not be taken as a sign of lost acuity. They are physically blind but not unseeing. Note: security clearance for Project Wallrider will not apply to information regarding those patients. New security clearances will be issued and appropriate protocol assigned. You know, we probably know exactly who those patients are, but I'm not here to, try and go through all my notes to refigure it out. I don't want to. I just want to double check there's nothing else sitting before we leave. No, can't open that. Hold up. Okay, so can't go that way. Alright, hold up. I'm just, at this point, double checking everything. I know we're probably supposed to go through there, but I just want to double check that, everything's shut at this point. Oh, hold on. So I think we're supposed to go down. So let's just double check if there's anything here. No. Okay, so that's shut. Okay, so we're on the floor we want to be on, and I'm assuming that this is closed, correct? Yes.
Mr. Park. How the f are you still alive? Let's make a deal. You help me, I'll help you. God, I'm stuck like a pig.
Well, before I go over and see you, I'm just double checking I'm not missing any files before we leave. Didn't really plan to get them all anyway, but I just thought I'd look. Alright, let's do this. Hold on, I don't know if we'll get a chance to read this if I don't know. Jeremy Blair, my supervisor's supervisor. A man who'd see me skinned, salted, and for a promotion and few martinis. Injured. Dying if he's not already dead. Trying to feel sorry for him. Really, I am. But there's no way in hell he's stopping me from getting out of this godforsaken place. Coming home, Lisa. Rude. Oh, he just...
No one can know. No one. How did you not? No! No! Stop, please!
I'm trying really hard to feel bad, Lisa. I am. That's all that's left. Yeah, I don't know if there's any more notes, but I'm leaving it out just in case. So at this point, I'm going to assume either Miles is in the laboratory and he is about to go through the whole, like, turning Billy's thing off, getting possessed, 'cause I'm pretty sure he gets possessed, or that was him and he's already possessed. I'm not sure. I'm not the timeline expert. Don't get stuck. Look at that beautiful Jeep. Look how lucky the keys were still in there. Yeah, that looks like Miles. Sorry, but I'm taking your Jeep. It's mine now. It's like Miles helped us to... Oh, crap, I gotta kill you now.
Press that button. There's no going back, Mr. Park. There's enough hard evidence in that video file to make a world of shit for our friends at Murkoff. You got out of Mount Massive alive, and we've done everything in our power to cover your tracks. But our enemies are twitching and malicious corporate paranoiacs with resources you're too moral to imagine. You won't be the only target. Anyone you care about, your wife, your child, they'll do nothing to Murkoff but ways to hurt you. I need you to understand the bridge you're crossing here. You will do irrevocable damage to the company. You might even get close to something like justice. But once you click upload, your life is over. Everyone you love is but it's the right thing to do. Is hurting Murkoff worth that much to you?
I'm not sure if you cannot, like, just be like, ah, F it, I don't want to, so. Bam. Not gonna hit back, I'm gonna let the credits roll and everything. But this is very old by now, but I still think that Outlast holds up well enough. I enjoyed playing it, it's fun during spooky season. The first one was great. I think that out of all the bosses, I went from hating Traeger to, like, he's not so bad. Always saw him as the scariest part. But after a while, it's just... get a little anxiety. For this, though, I don't really care for Frank. No offense to him. I think he's a cool addition, something a little bit different. I think his area is stressful, as it should be. I think the first part's not too bad. The second part, for me, I think is the most stressful, just because you're in a tiny little environment running around. And you have to know which door to open. I think almost every door opens, but you gotta know which ones. And the thing is, if you run into a room that doesn't have one of those vents you can jump into, you're kind of screwed unless you can, like, what is it called? Juke him? The third area is really not that bad. It just depends on if you want to, like, hunt around, because there could be a document in there. I think I passed the battery. So it's really up to you. You're probably going to have to be sneaky. There are tons of rooms you can run in to hide, but... unless it's like your first time, you're just trying to see everything, the best method is to just run. Run, jump up on the thing, turn the wheel, and then it's up to you whether you want to jump up or run out. I don't think it matters which one. I just get nervous that if you go through, like, the door, he could be waiting right outside for you. I know you could just fall down and the same thing happens, but there's just something about being at the top that brings me comfort. And then going to Eddie. Eddie is definitely my favorite. I know I've said it like 3 times now, so I guess that pushes that he's my favorite. I think he has an interesting backstory. It's tragic. It seems like a bunch of people here are tragic, whether they're actually bad people or just went through trauma in their lives. I think Eddie's really interesting because, aside from his father and uncle, I'm just curious about his mom and why is he just so hellbent on just killing women. I guess this is something I would have to read into a little bit more. I probably have and just forgot, but I like Eddie's, area. I think it was definitely unique. And I don't think his is as anxiety inducing. However, you also notice that there are closed doors. And I love how one of the times you push, like, whatever that thing is you push in front of the door, how he magically spawned just to make you more anxious. Like, the game gives you enough time. It's just you have to actually take it. Not get nervous, push something, like, freak out, let go of the button. No, you have to take that time. And then the fact that, like, you hurt your leg later, I do like that by video game standards, that while you are crippled and you're kind of like limping, Eddie's movement speed must like go down because in real life, I'm sure you would get caught unless you got super lucky. But it's probably one of those things where like because your speed is a bit reduced, his speed's a bit reduced. I forget what that's actually considered. But I really did like Eddie's part. I love the documentation that explains the story because I think it's a good amount of show and tell. They give you so much in the documents, like the files, but they don't tell you every little part of the story through those files. You get to see stuff through the characters, through running around as well, like the environment. So I do think they did a great job. I love the DLC a lot. And I think it accompanies the main game very well. And I love how it intersects with like while Miles is happening, Waylon is happening, and they both just bam together. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. This has been Princess Jordiana. Thank you so much for watching. And as usual, if you want to see more, stay tuned. Bye bye.